Alright, welcome back. Well, let me make sure the camera is where you can see me. Alright, we're going to make a quick will it start video. So you've got to have gasoline, you've got to have battery power, and you have to have spark. So let's get started, shall we? So we're going to use this battery that's sitting here just as a mount for our jumper pack. So here's our jumper pack. And it's a little worn for the weather. Put this last connection on. Let's make sure that it's not shorted out in some way. Make sure there's no sparks. Should be good to go there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull our coil wire out. And it's full of corrosion. So we're going to get our Surefire box here, which is perfect because it's got the right coil wire. Snap that into the distributor, and we will untangle this mess. And by the way, these are the two connections to the starter. Let's see if you can see those connections. So one of them is going to be on the starter main wire, which is this one right here, and then there should be a small wire here. There's a couple of them. One of them is going to be for ignition switch, and that should be it right there. It should be an S. That's what you're looking for. Now that one there should be I, and that's one that's going to give you battery voltage to your ignition while it's cranking. Alright, now the next thing is we're going to pull this air cleaner off. Now, I got this tractor, this air cleaner assembly was actually sitting on the back over here. And it was wide open like that. So I don't know if that's a problem or not. But we'll see. So we're going to hook up our sparker ignition system. And we've got our bottle of juice. Now this says Hyperlube, but it's not. It's just gasoline. I used it because it's got that tip on it that I was using on the old 57 Ford pickup. Let's see if we can put a little gas in the... Let's see. Yeah, there's a vent right here. Let's see if that'll take a little fuel. Now, we've got to make sure that it's in neutral because we don't know much about this vehicle. So it looks like it's good. Now we do have a key here. And we've got our ignition switch. And here's our fancy key. Now, I never started this vehicle, never tried this, so this is the first time. If that's an ignition switch, it's not doing anything. But we don't need that. Okay. Let me get one more thing. Okay, last couple of things I'm going to bring. A couple of these fire extinguishers. This one's off my truck, and this one's out of the garage, so we'll see. If one doesn't work, hopefully the other one will. So we've got ignition. Now remember, when I flip that switch, what this does, let's see if we've got contact. Oh, we've got a crank. Okay. Are you guys ready? Everything looks good. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. Boom, baby. Wow, there's no engine knock or anything. Look at that. That's fantastic. Let's turn that off a second. Now, one thing I want to do here, I'm curious about this fuel. Let me go get a little gas and a hose. Make sure that's the right stuff. Yep. Now, where am I going to put a little glass jar here? Let's just see what we can do. I think right there, right by the ignition system. Sure, why not? We don't know if that coil's going to start firing, so we probably ought to put that over here. All right. Ready to go again. Got contact. It's sucking it up. I don't really want to lay it straight up if I can help it, but it's probably the worst place to put that thing. Yeah, it's sucking it up. I think it's probably got a bad float because I think it's filling the engine full of gas. Let's turn that off a second. Let's go see what it's doing here. Yep. Alright, so we don't want any more of that in there. Let's just let all that drain back out. Okay. I think it might be flooded. Yeah, it's gushing it everywhere, isn't it? Alright, looks like we're going to have to do something with that carburetor. I don't know if it's me or not, but it feels like that float is heavy. This thing is one of those oddball floats. You've got to pinch this apart in order to get it out. Yeah, I'm mistaken, which I'm fine with that. Don't want to have to try and find a float. Let's have a look at this needle and seat. It's not too bad. It's got a little bit of an indentation on it. Well, it all looks good. Let's get her back together and see if maybe we can get it to survive till I can come up with a plan. I think I can just replace that carburetor as well as I can find parts for that one. So bowl doesn't look too bad. Of course, it's kind of fiddly to get in there, but alright. I know it's been dumping it in there, so let's see what we can do. I don't want to touch that thing in case it decides to light me up. Okay, it's got to go forward, doesn't it? Well, let's do this. Cool. Right on.